Welcome. I would like to introduce the new narrow panel configuration available for both the RPC series and LCP series of motorized circuit breaker panels. The new narrow panel is a unique configuration with a 9-inch wide enclosure that can help reduce overall project costs, is available for both the RPC and LCP series for control, and utilizes the industry-leading Square D PowerLink hardware platform. Thanks to the 9-inch wide enclosure, the narrow panel can be hung in areas such as between the phalanges of an I-beam support, on rigging, or similar surfaces where horizontal wall space is limited, and can also be hung horizontally if vertical wall space is limited. Traditionally, power control systems have been relegated to electrical closets due to the size and noise generated by dimmer systems, as seen on the drawing example currently showing. Thanks to the growing popularity of LED lighting fixtures enabling designers to move away from large dimmer racks, these new install areas are beginning to open up that were previously left unused, enabling controllable circuit breakers to be installed significantly closer to end loads they're providing power to, as seen on the current drawing showing, which highlights a platform on the catwalk above the stage as a possible install location, which will significantly reduce material and labor costs. LynTec has put together an interactive case study that highlights the potential cost savings by utilizing 4 narrow breaker panels in a distributed electrical design versus the traditional electrical closet in a centralized electrical design. For the case study, LynTec utilizes the national averages for both conduit and wire pricing, as well as the national average for electrical contractor labor pricing to install a single foot of conduit or pull a single foot of wire. From a centralized electrical design, if an electrical closet is a 200-foot conduit and wire run away from the stage lighting fixtures, that means that you're paying for upwards of 10 individual conduit runs for upwards of 94 individual wires for the 42 branch circuit breakers per panel, the entire 200 feet to the end loads. For the distributed electrical design system, if you're able to utilize the narrow panel configuration and install the breaker panels only 50 feet away from the end loads on a nearby I-beam support or a similar surface, you will now only be running the 10 conduit and 94 individual wires a mere 50 feet instead of the full 200. The panel's service wire run will now take up the initial 150 feet, which typically only consists of a single conduit run that will house 5 wires for the panel's incoming service. This reduction for the first 150 feet can lead to significant reduction in material and labor costs of upwards of $10,000 per panel, depending on the regional material and labor costs. Again, I'd like to invite you to download the case study to input the basic electrical requirements for your projects to show the potential approximate project cost savings that you could see. For hardware, the narrow panel utilizes Square D's industry-leading PowerLink platform and comes in a 9-inch wide enclosure compared to the traditional 20-inch wide enclosure for a circuit breaker panel, and can hold either 30 or 42 circuit breakers per panel. Circuit breakers are rated for 200,000 on, off, on operational cycles at a full electrical load and are available in 15, 20, and 30 amp ratings with single, 2-pole, or 3-pole configurations available. For control, the narrow panel can be used with either the LynTec RPC series for audio, video, or lighting systems, or it can be used with LynTec's LCP series for lighting and video wall systems. Videos covering the RPC and LCP series can be found on the links below, which cover their respective control protocols and feature sets available. Thank you very much for watching this video on LynTec's new narrow panel configuration. As we've discussed, the new 9-inch wide enclosure can save projects a significant amount of money by changing install locations while being controlled by either an RPC or LCP control board, and will be an investment in the future of the facility thanks to the reliable Square D PowerLink hardware platform.